ما أريد من هذا الشعب إلا أن يزيد في الحمد والشكر إلى الله عز وجل، ويزيد من محبة الوطن، ويزيد من العمل ومضاعفة العمل لما يسعى فيه من خير له وللدولة والأهل. هذا اللي أنا أدوره من الشعب، وربنا إن شاء الله يوفقنا جميعا على ما يحب ويرضى.
The UAE leadership, in my view, is one of the best leadership in the world. People of the Emirates, not just the Emirati people, but also the expatriates living here.
From the heart of the United Arab Emirates, where vision meets ambition and excellence becomes a way of life. Welcome to Pearls of Union, a program that highlights inspiring leaders, innovators, and success stories shaping the future of our nation. Here we uncover journeys, ideas, and values that reflect the true spirit of the Union. In today's episode, we turn our focus to a story of growth, excellence, and dedication. So please welcome Mr.Zaid Kapadia, the CEO of Mark and Aira Valves. Welcome, Mr., and thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be with you. Thank you.
So, Mr. Zaid, you have been in the valves industry since 2016. So let's start our episode by getting to know you more and to discover your journey. What were the key milestones in your professional background in this field?
So I've been in the valve industry since 2016. Our company, Mark and Aira Trading LLC, is basically a valve manufacturer by default. We've been into valve manufacturing, the company, since more than 45 years. And here in the UAE, we've been set up since 2003. And I have been looking into this industry or this company since 2016. And of course, UAE is a big market, and not just UAE, but we cater to the entire Gulf from the UAE. So I have taken over the management and sales and purchase, basically each and everything that is needed to supply the best quality valves to the Gulf industry.
Great. So you are operating across the Gulf.
We are operating across the Gulf, and we've been basically grown, and the seed that we put in was in Dubai. So Dubai has helped us, Dubai and in fact the UAE, the complete UAE has helped us to grow and to be able to reach to a point where we can supply to the entire Gulf our products.
So here the environment is very supportive.
Absolutely, absolutely. In fact, UAE is one of the best business environments in the entire world, not just the GCC, but in the entire world. And it's been absolutely it's a terrific journey, I would say. From the ease of setting up a business, from ease of getting the much needed resources like human resources or land. Everything has been very easy. Power and electricity is very easy to get here. So absolutely, UAE has been phenomenally important for our growth in the Gulf region.
Yes, yes, it is. So it has been a long journey. Let's go back to the very beginning, to the early stages of establishing this company. So, how was the first step and what was the founding vision?
The first step in UAE would date back to 2003 when my father came here because we received many inquiries from UAE for valves. UAE at that time was a very big growing market regarding industries. So a lot of industries were growing, lot of new industries were coming up in the UAE, and back in India we used to receive a lot of inquiries from this region. So my father came here to check the market and how is it to explore basically the market. And when he came here, he was absolutely thrilled with the market. Because back then Dubai was considered a very small city. But when we came here, we realized that it's not a very small city. It's like one of the big metropolitan cities, and through Dubai, you can not just supply to the UAE market, which major is ADNOC and the oil and gas industry, but also to all other parts of the Gulf. And at the time of His Highness Sheikh Zayed and in Abu Dhabi, and His Highness Sheikh Rashid in Dubai, and Sheikh Mohammed, Dubai was undergoing many changes, and all of them were positive changes. All of them were related to the growth and development of not just the region but their people also. So that is something that we could feel after coming here, and then we started a company here. At that time, you needed to have a sponsor, and people of UAE, Emirati people are very brotherly people. They are very trustworthy people. We had a great sponsor, single sponsor for all these years. He's also partner in the company even now. So with his help, alhamdulillah, legal issues were never there, alhamdulillah. It was all very easy, right? Availability of land, availability of warehouses, availability of shops, availability of a big market was always here. And we just needed to, give our own inputs and our experience to this market to cater to a lot of upcoming industries.
So today you are providing valve solutions to many industries such as oil and gas sector, water treatment, petrochemicals, and also power generation. So what distinguishes your engineering solutions in these sectors?
Right, absolutely. You're very right. So the solutions that we are offering in this market cater to not a single industry but across many industries. So valve in itself is such a product that you need a lot of investment to manufacture even a single kind of valve. And multiple industries have their own standards, have their own requirements, different requirements. Now what happens is, if there's a factory or if there's a company who's manufacturing valves only for the oil and gas industry, it's highly probable that they won't be able to manufacture valves for a different industry, which is like a pharma industry or chemical industries, because the requirements, needs and standards are very different. This is where we have an advantage, where our setup is so big and so diverse that we are currently able to manufacture valves for all these industries in-house. So our customers get different kind of valves under one roof. They don't need to go for different vendors or suppliers. That is one thing. Second thing, valve and flow control basically is a developing industry. There are new technologies coming in this industry also. For example, valve automation is a growing industry, where a kind of manual valves, which you can see here, either it can be operated manually, this is a manual operation, or you can automate it with an electrical actuator or a pneumatic actuator, etc. So the second benefit that we have is, we are not just manufacturing manual valves, we are also manufacturing the automation that is required for these valves. In the market, actuator manufacturers are different, valve manufacturers are different, but we, Mark & Aira Group, is giving a complete solution to our customers. So in-house they can get not just different kinds of valves, but they can also get valve automation, and there are many accessories on these automations. We are manufacturing those accessories also. That is the second point where we differ from many other companies. Third is we have our own foundry and we have our own auxiliary industries which are used to manufacture valves, right? So basically what a foundry does is it gives you the raw material to produce this valve, right? And a manufacturer just comes in and machines and finishes and assembles the valve. But a manufacturer needs the raw material from a foundry. We have our own foundry back in India, right? There are a lot of rubber parts that go inside the valve to help it close properly, to prevent any leakages in the pipelines. So we have our own manufacturing for the rubber. The reason is, the main reason is not just improvement in delivery time, because we have our own foundry and rubber supply, but quality also. We have control over our own quality, because if we are procuring the rubber from a different vendor, 99% cases we are not able to make sure if the quality of rubber that he has used, what is the grade or is it genuine or not. Rubber is not like metal where you can easily check it. So that helps us to give a much better quality to our customers.
And to gain a strong reputation in the market. Perfect.
Absolutely. That is why on our automation products we are giving 4 years of warranty, where in fact many of our competitors are only giving 12 months or 18 months of warranty.
So you are giving
4 years of warranty, that is 48 months, yes.
Enough.
And to support that, the fourth point is we have our own service center in Dubai locally. So if there is any issues after use, also after 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, if there's any issues the customer is facing, we can bring it back to our workshop, give them the proper service and give them valve like a new one.
So you are providing after sales services.
After sales service also, yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
That sounds interesting. So, sir, you are not only providing manual valves but also automation valves.
Right.
Great. So you are incorporating new technologies and modern technologies
Absolutely.
into your operations. So how do these technologies enhance efficiency and performance?
So where manual valves were used before in industry, now the industry is developing into the fourth generation of industry. Industry 4.0 is coming up. So for example, if we have, I'll give you an example. Nowadays pipelines are very long pipelines, right? So if you want to transport oil from Abu Dhabi to Fujairah, you install a pipeline that is almost 100 or more than 200 kilometers long. Suppose if you want to turn off a valve in between the pipeline, so what you need to do? You need to send somebody and ask him to turn off the valve. That takes time and effort both. But if you automate that valve with an electrical actuator, you can turn on or off the valve from your office by clicking a switch. That is what automation helps in. It helps you save energy. It helps you save time. Third is whenever there's a leakage in a manual valve, you're not sure, you don't have any feedback coming into your system. So you need to go and check the valve on a regular basis. But with automation, you can get a feedback if the valve is on, off, or some leakage is there, etc. So there are a lot of instrumentations and sensors also that you can install into this system, where it will give you a feedback which is not there in manual valves. Third thing, lot of industries like food industries or mixing industries or some chemical industries, where you need to control the flow of a particular liquid, to maintain the recipe of the product that you are making. So you need control valves which can control the flow of the liquid. A manual valve can only on or off 100% or 0%. It cannot help you to control the flow 25%, 20%, 50%, etc.
Yeah.
So valve automation helps to control the flow of liquid or whatever media is going inside. And by control, it's not just the quantity of the liquid, but you are able to control the pressure of the liquid. You're also, in some cases, you're also able to control the temperature of the liquid. or the final product.
So Valve automation have many applications and advantages. Well, Mr. Zaid, now based on your experiences, where do you envision this company in the coming years, and what key priorities are you aiming to achieve?
So I would talk about the recent year that we have had. We have expanded a branch office in Hamria, which is upcoming, which is a very good industrial zone. And we have also expanded to Abu Dhabi, so where we aim to enter ADNOC and be a supplier directly with ADNOC, because ADNOC is like the major oil and gas market. In the coming years, we want to support the UAE ministry's vision of make it in the Emirates, and in the immediate 2 to 3 years, we are looking to set up a similar manufacturing facility which we have in India. So we are looking to set up a similar manufacturing here in the UAE also, that can cater not just to GCC but to the entire world, because the policies of the UAE are so business friendly that GCC is a very small area to cater to. Through UAE and with the help of the leadership, you can cater to the entire world from Dubai, and it's easy and possible, absolutely possible.
Best of luck, sir.
Thank you so much.
So, Mr. Zaid, today as an engineer and as an entrepreneur, a successful entrepreneur actually, I'm sure that you have a circle of supporters and mentors. So let's talk about the individuals who supported your journey.
Absolutely. Nobody can grow and develop alone. You need a lot of people to help you, support you, which you support back. So the people that come to my mind right now, first of all, would be my father, who did all the groundwork before I took the reins of this company, who set up the company many years before, and my uncles who are together with us in manufacturing of these valves, and they are a formidable team. We are one of the largest manufacturers in India. So without their support, without their guidance and everything that they have done, like their sacrifices, I would not be here today. That is the first thing. Secondly, I would also like to thank all people and our team that have worked with us, because without our team, we are incomplete. All people in our sales, in our accounts, in our warehouse, in our workshop, each and every person associated with our company who has worked in the past, in the current scenario, who is there with us, and in future also. Without our team, we are incomplete, and I would absolutely appreciate their support. Third thing is our vendors and suppliers who give us, like nuts and bolt supply. There are a lot of few small item suppliers that we are dependent on. Without their quality control and without their support, we cannot manufacture such a big product. In fact, a lot of companies in Dubai who are not just our competitors, but they are also vendors for us, who supply us and help us to cater to our customers with additional items like pipes, fittings, flanges, and through their help we can give a complete package to our customers. So they are also a big supporter for us.
So, Mr. Zaid, as you know that many people from our audience, they are a new generation and they see from your story something special inspired them. So what is your advice to the new generation?
A new generation is generally what I assume is coming out of college or universities, right? So my first advice to you is your learning doesn't stop in college or university. Always keep your mind open for new learning opportunities. Everywhere you go, try to improve yourself, because learning doesn't stop at your university. Learning is a lifelong process, and the best thing that you can learn while you are in the school or university is how to learn. Today technology is so advanced that even those who are not able to access schools and universities can learn from their home, from their workplace, or even while traveling. So always keep a habit of learning. My second advice would be to manage your time. Time is the most important resource on earth for anybody. Time is not more important than money. there's a saying that time is money, but in fact time is much more important than money. If you learn to manage your time well and utilize it well, you can do wonders. And third thing is hard work. Without hard work, nothing important can be accomplished. If we accomplish something without hard work, it will give us temporary results only. Like if we won a lottery, that is something that we have won without hard work. So its benefits will not be very long lasting. But if we have learned something with hard work, it's very difficult to replace that. So hard work is always essential and needed, no matter where you are, no matter what work you are doing. Hard work along with smartness will take you, wherever you want to go. Whatever you want to do, wherever you want to go is possible in today's world. But without hard work, time management and learning, it will limit you. So I think that's what I want to convey to the next generation.
So these are the key factors of success. Thank you so much, sir, for your motivation message. And now, as we come to the end of our episode, I would like to invite you to share a message of appreciation and gratitude to the UAE and its rulers.
The UAE leadership, in my view, is one of the best leadership in the world. People of the Emirates, not just the Emirati people, but also the expatriates living here, are very, lucky, and they are in a very good position to have such a great leadership. And UAE leadership, the best thing about them is they have a vision that exceeds far more, what any normal person can think. They look into the future, make a plan and take action for that. Second thing is, I would like to thank their support that they extend to all businesses of the UAE. Your support is very essential to the success of companies in the UAE. Your support through Dubai Economic Development or DED or various economic development departments of each individual Emirates, your support through Dubai Chamber and various chambers of the Emirates has been very essential to our growth. Your support with flexibility in terms of legalities and various legal issues that come in business, that flexibility is very much appreciated. And finally, I would like to thank the leadership for their support, for their provision of safety, and for their trust on our businesses. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr.Zaid Kapadia, for being a part of our program and for sharing your success story. It was my pleasure talking with you today. Wish you all the best.
Thank you so much. Good to have you here. Absolutely.
We would like to sincerely thank our distinguished guest for this valuable discussion. We hope this episode has provided you with new insights and inspiration. Stay tuned for upcoming episodes for more enlightening conversations, and goodbye.